Hello and welcome. My name is Ellen Saltonstall. I'm a yoga teacher and yoga therapist based in New York City, and I'm making a series of short videos for people who sit at the desk a lot and need some help with loosening up the shoulders and neck and keeping a good posture so that you minimize the amount of strain that you feel in this upper body. I've been writing postcards to voters, and I know some of you watching this also are doing that. So that's one of the ways that we help our society, but we also have to be careful of our own bodies. So this is part of a series of little short videos for you to be able to do some stretches. And in this case, this particular video is about your sitting posture in a chair. So I'm now going to move back to sit in a chair a little further away so you can see me better. So when we sit in the chair, first thing to do is to find the sitting bones that we're hopefully going to be sitting on, as opposed to sitting behind them and slumping into the back of the chair. So for right now, come to the front of your chair and place your feet hip-width apart and parallel, and begin to rock a little bit side to side to feel your sitting bones on the surface of the chair. You can reach underneath with one hand on one side and feel that sitting bone, and maybe even pull back the muscles of your hips a little bit back behind you, and do that on the other side. And that readjusts your hips to be more centered in a position that supports your whole spine. So then what we do now is to press the heel of your hand right near your wrist, right down into the top of your thighs, at the crease where the thighs fold when you're sitting. When you press down into your thighs, it gives you a base from which you can lift your spine. So you press down, and at the same time, you're lifting your spine, the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and the neck and head. All the parts of your spine elongating upward. So this will make you taller, and it will require some muscular work in your back. So I hope you can feel that. And then when you let go with your hands, take the pressure away from your thighs and just rest your hands on your thighs. See if you can maintain that length and shape of your spine, so that it's involving some muscular action in your spinal muscles. Now, notice that when we did that, hopefully your head came over your spine instead of being out in front. So if you have the habit of having your head forward, which is so common, then practice bringing it back with your whole head, not just the top of your head, but your whole head, including your jaw and the bottom of your skull, coming back over the rest of your spine and your pelvis. So this is, a much safer posture for you over the long term, to have your head over the rest of the spine. And then circle your shoulders. And bring your arms behind you, hold some part of the chair, and pulling lightly on the chair with your hands, lift your chest and look up. And see if you can arch your whole spine from your neck down to your lower back just a bit. You're lengthening the front of the spine and contracting the muscles of your back. Okay, come back to rest your hands on your thighs. And now we're going to do a little simple twist. So keeping your pelvis and legs still, inhale, lift your spine up. Exhale, turn to your right, putting your left hand on your right knee and your right hand reaching around to some part of the chair. Take a breath there and come back. Inhale to prepare to go the other way. Inhale up and exhale into the twist. Your spine twisting to the left, your shoulders stay level and your head stays high up over your pelvis. And then at your own pace, go a few more times to each side. Okay, now we'll do a little bit extra for the neck. So take your head in very gentle, small circles, and then we'll do bigger movements, but not in circles. We'll separate the movements one by one. So now look to one side and use your hand to push your jaw a little further. And back to center. Look to the other side and push with your hand on your jawbone to go a little further. and back to center, and then go from each side to side without your hand, just feeling that movement and the range. How far can you go? Okay, and now touch the top of your head, reach up into that touch, and then let go as you arch your chest back and look up at the ceiling. And then curve your head forward, and if it feels good to you, round your whole back down toward your knees and come up again and arch your neck up and feel the chest lifting and broadening, and then curve your spine down and then come back up. And now we're going to finish with some eye movements. So imagine that you have a very large clock face in front of you, and we're going to move the eyes focusing on each number in the clock. So right now, keep your head and neck still. You're not going to move your head to look at the different numbers. You're only going to move your eyes. Look up at 12, and then look over at 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Let's stay at 6 for a moment. You're not curving your head forward. You're just looking down with your eyes. And then let's go over to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then close your eyes and take a few breaths to rest your eyes. If you want to, you can cup your palms over your eye sockets and give your eyes a little extra heat from your hands. And now let's go the other way. We'll go backwards around the clock. So look up at 12. And don't change your head. Just look up with your eyes. And then 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay at 6 for an extra breath. And now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way back to 12. And then close your eyes, rest them, and if you wish, you can cup your hands over your eye sockets. So what I do is I put my fingertips up on my forehead, and then my palms just cover the eye sockets, and it feels good. Take another couple of deep breaths here. And then open your eyes. And thank you for joining me. You can find more videos on my website, ellensaltonstall.com, and there is a third video in this series. So hope to see you soon.